Angela Vickers has been driving a Boone County school bus for more than a decade.
This is a constant all day long, but that's what we have to do to get your kids to and from school safely.
She's been behind the wheel for what's turned out to be a bumpy road, as the district, like most across the country, has struggled to find enough drivers for routes. According to the National Education Association, there were approximately 192,000 drivers working in K-12 schools in September of last year. That's down more than 15% from just a few years ago in 2019. To be at full staff this year, Boone County still needs to hire almost 50 more drivers.
Will we hit that mark? Probably not before school starts, but we've got a really good start.
Recruiting has been a team effort in Boone County as workers spent the summer doing a county-wide tour.
Help us help you to get those kids to and from school safely and in a timely manner.
Like many tri-state districts, they're offering free paid CDL training as well as other incentives. They say if they don't get a full roster before the first bell rings, dreaded double routes will likely be making a return.
Because if we don't have a driver to fill that certain roadway, they'll go out, they'll take their kids, they'll come back to the school, return, grab another group of kids and take them out. It can be tedious.
Both for school staff and families with inconsistent transportation times.
One headache parents don't need to worry about is how their kids are going to get to and from school.
To the north, Franklin City Schools is headed into the new school year in a much better spot than last year when they were still a few drivers short. During critical times, Superintendent Dr. Michael Sander even climbed behind the wheel to help out, something he doesn't anticipate having to do again this year.
Of course, right now we're full with our number of bus drivers we have, which we have our 22 routes, and we have 3 full-time floaters that can help and sub whenever possible. So it seems like the offering the incentive has really helped out quite a bit.
In addition to free CDL training, Franklin also offers $1,500 in bonuses for new drivers and existing drivers who make referrals. A small price tag, Sanders says, if it means reliable staff and transportation.
I feel fortunate that we have a full staff this year. It's always a big concern.
But for the largest district in the area, Cincinnati Public Schools, the driver shortage and budget cuts have caused significant changes to this year's busing plan. Most notably, this year, 7th and 8th graders in the district will move to Metro instead of traditional yellow bus service.
We allow parents to ride the Metro with their son or daughter for the first week of school to see what it's like. And we want to make sure that every student's safety is paramount.
Chris Burkhardt is the Chief Operating Officer for CPS. He says while they understand parents may be apprehensive about the change, all students can get to their school or home with one transfer or less. Burkhardt says they also expect the switch to help with on-time efficiency, something the district has struggled with in the past.
Last year we made a lot of changes and we saw the fruits of that labor, whereby our on-time percentage went from the 40s and 50% up to 90%. And so this year we hope to take that to the next level.
Unlike many smaller districts, CPS contracts out its yellow bus service using private companies like First Student, Peterman, and UTS. While they do all their own hiring, Burkhardt says it's still been a struggle because there simply aren't enough CDL drivers out there. He says it's been an issue for more than a decade, but the pandemic and the spike in home deliveries it prompted means even fewer drivers available for busing.
So this is not going to stop anytime soon. It's going to continue to be a pain point for every industry that needs CDL drivers.
So as another school year gets underway, area districts have their plans in place, but the shortage of drivers is far from being a problem they can leave in their rear view.